Okay, chat. We're going to go to a quick Cisco packet tracing real quick. We're just gonna set up first thing we're gonna do is set up a device, set up a router. I have to log in real quick. Give me 1 second. And boom, we're in, boys. We're in. Okay, first, let's make this a little bit bigger. View, zoom in. Oh. I guess I can't make my window bigger, but we're cooking with fire. So first thing, we're in the routers. Let's get a router. Boom. That is our router. And now, let's get a switch. That is our switch. And to communicate between a switch and a router, we need a crossover wire, a copper crossover. So just select here, boom. Which port we're gonna go to? We're gonna go to the gigabit port. And which one we're gonna go here? We're gonna go to the gigabit port here also. Now both devices are currently powering up, so they're already up. Oh, perfect. Is this one on already? Goddamn, these shits are fast. These routers are fast. So now let's go ahead, config networks. Like all these are not actually set up yet. So if you're looking at the interface, no IP address are being given. So let's put an IP address here. Let's go with the 10.0.0.1. And subnet mask, you're gonna go with the, that's a big network, but let's shrink it down a little bit. Oh, sorry guys, I fucking hate when that shit does that. So let's go here. Sorry about the language. 255.255.0, and let's turn that on. Once we turn it on, let's go to our here and make sure our gigabit port also is on. It is also running. And now let's add some network devices. So if we go here and we add a PC, let's add a PC. And now we'll connect that PC to our switch. What wire are you going to use? We're just going to use a regular copper wire straight through because the copper is already in different. Now you can see that the connection between our router and our switch is already green, meaning that the configuration is actually occurring. So now if we go here and we go to let me go to desktop, IP configuration, let's go to DHCP and it's requesting an address. Let's make sure here everything is correct. I do not have a DHCP server here, so the router is just handling the IP configuration, which right now, if you can see, it failed because there is no actual DHCP configuration server being handing out. So let's go here. That's the network it's handling, but none of the devices are actually being given a network. So now if we want to actually set up a network, we will then have to actually give it its own IP. So now let's go here and we'll set up this to be 2, and the subnet mask, it'll just be the same thing. Remember, subnet mask does matter. If they're not in the same subnet mask, the devices would not be able to communicate with each other. So you want to make sure that you're using the same across all the board. And for here, your default gateway is going to be a router, which is the IP of that one. Boom. And now let's add another device to actually see how everything communicate within the network. So I'm going to add here a laptop and a PC. And within the laptop and the PC, we're going to go ahead and configure the laptop IP address. And this one is going to be .3 with the same subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Oh, it would help if I could actually type today. And the same gateway of 10.0.0.1. And that is the IP address for our router, because we want to be able to communicate to the router. So if we were to add another router later on, it's able to know where to send the traffic initially, and our router, when we configure it to communicate outside of its own router, will be able to communicate to the other network, wherever the traffic needs to go to. So now let's do the same thing here, and this one we're going to give it 10.0.0.4 with the subnet mask of 255.255.0. Oh, forgot a 5. And for we're going to give here the same thing. Now these are all configured. We're going to go here with straight copper, straight throughs. Boom. I'm going to connect this to here. Boom, here, and boom, here, boom, here. Boom. So now let's wait for that to connect. And once it connects, we're just going to do our simulation real quick and see how everything is doing. So you can jump to a terminal. Config. Now let's see. Okay, this one is good. So if I go here, oh, I keep doing this. So let's go back here, go here, and let's ping our router just to make sure that everything's communicating properly. .1. And go here, you'll see the actual package of the ping going from the PC to our switch, and what the switch is doing is broadcasting it to everything. So when you connect a device to a switch, that's why security does matter, because when anything that's connected to the switch will actually see the packet. Whether that packet is delivered to it, that's a different question, but the packet itself will be delivered. And that is a quick network configuration setup with just a switch, router, and a laptop. Next, we're going to look at DHCP servers, which will handle the leasing of IP addresses. So we will not need to configure each device that are connected to the actual network. Prior to connection, they'll just need to actually connect and do a request to for a DHCP request, and they will receive then receive an IP address. Thank you again for staying with us today, and we look forward to seeing you in our next videos. Please like and comment and tell us how we can assist more and create more videos. And the reason I'm actually doing this channel is actually to provide back to the other community, the YouTube community. Mostly all the things I have learned regarding networking, coding, even using like JavaScript. I mean, everything regarding coding, I mostly learned through YouTube channels, through people doing certain things, within their own lab, and then going out of my way to find out more information regarding how it works. And I have come to a realization that that's sort of like YouTube education is slowly dying due to Patreons, due to channels. And I do understand people do have obligation to make a living. I myself, I have a full-time job. I am grateful that I am able to keep my job and be able to do this and my part-time and be able to provide to the open community. I would say I do not do this for profit and will not do this for a profit, meaning I will never advise you to sign up to my Patreon or anything. I am doing this for the sole purpose of giving back to the community. And I advise everyone that have learned anything from the YouTube realm to do the same, because I have like every time I'm looking up for certain information, I can never find it in one video. It's always, oh, you could go here and learn it from there, and that's it. And if they're explaining concept, it's always, hey, if you want to learn more, go to my Patreon. And I am not bashing all these creators. They are doing it for a purpose, and that purpose, they already put their research in to do certain videos for you guys. Me, myself, I'm coming from a different direction. I just want to be able to provide content to you and be able to teach something that people don't necessarily have a resource to or a path to. I learned everything I know now from somebody else. The education that I've taken in like upper level college have always been regarding science of some sort, but not really into the technical aspect. Everything I know technically, I have learned it from other YouTube people from the channel, like Linus Tech, who else? I mean, like, there's so many to go to. Like, I can't name all of them at now, but like even Marquise Brown, like everything Apple Pro guy, who else? I mean, like, when I could go on and on, especially when like the first wave of like jailbreak started to come out. I feel like that's when I got heavily into tech, and I feel like that space is slowly dying, but it is up to us to keep everything alive when it comes to tech, and we are able to. So I encourage everyone out there to, if you're a creator and you have some sort of like idea or project that you want to put out there to the world, go ahead and do it. And this is my first video, and I was thinking I was not going to post this, but I'm going to post this. And if you're seeing this, I appreciate you staying, and I'm going to post it all. I do not have any editing background, so me just learning the process of doing this is through another YouTube video. So if you're a person that wants to put a content out there and you do not know how to get started, please reach out. I'll be more than happy to. And if you are somebody that wants to collaborate to create a video that is not currently out there that you think people will learn from, please reach out to me and we can get something started. Thank you again, and I appreciate everybody for sticking around, and have a wonderful day.